Hello everyone, I am Shivani Shukla pursuing law from Delhi University. Today I'll be discussing the legal status of abortion in India. Now let's see what is abortion. So the word abortion refers to intentional medical termination of pregnancy, and this can be done in two ways. The first one is medical abortion. It can be done when there is less than 7 weeks pregnant woman. Here the pregnancy is terminated through pills and medications, and it is a non-surgical process. And the second method is surgical abortion. Here abortion is done by surgical process when woman is beyond 7 weeks pregnant. It is an effective method. In this, there is less danger of an incomplete procedure of abortion. Now let's see what is difference between feticide and abortion. In feticide, women terminates her pregnancy after prescribed legal period for abortion, that is 24 weeks. And in abortion, premature termination of fetus is done within the prescribed legal period. Now let's start off with the abortion laws of India. While the abortion rights have been subject to many debates and discussions, nevertheless, it is still considered both inhumane and criminal. The IPC and Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act 1971 direct the legality or illegality of abortion in India. Till 1971, Indian Penal Code provided provisions of abortion under Section 312 to 316 in India. Then, Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act 1971 came into light, stating that a woman may terminate her pregnancy until first 12 weeks with the approval from a medical practitioner. And for abortion between 12 to 20 weeks of pregnancy, she requires approval of two medical practitioners. Here the approval is mandatory. But this act does not provide for sex-selective abortions. Abortion in some circumstances is legal and in other it is illegal. According to abortion laws in India, the legality of abortion depend on the subsequent cases. The first is if women have some severe disease and pregnancy would endanger her life. The second one is if pregnancy endangers physical or mental health of women. Third is if fetus has risk of being physically or mentally handicapped. Fourth is if women contracts measles during the first 3 months of pregnancy. Fifth is if women previous children had any inherited abnormalities. Sixth is if fetus is suffering from any Rh disease. Seventh is if the fetus is exposed to any kind of radiation. Eighth one is that if the pregnancy is a result of rape. Ninth one is that if the woman's socio-economic condition obstructs a healthy pregnancy. And the last one is the contraceptive device is failed. Now let's see whose consent is required to terminate a pregnancy. Before performing an abortion process, doctors require consent of assured person. If woman is married, her own written approval is valid. According to Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act, only women's consent is valid. Doctors cannot ask anybody else's consent. There is no obligation of husband's consent. Now let's see if abortion is legal in India for unmarried girls. In India, legal age of abortion is 18 years for an unmarried girl. She can give her own written consent to get abortion done. And if she is below 18 years, then there must be a written consent of her guardian along with a definite cause for termination of pregnancy. In absence of any of these circumstances, or permission of abortion is illegal in India under the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act 1971. Now let's take a look on the provisions of abortion law for rape victims. Rape is one of the worst crimes against women. It troubles mentally, physically and emotionally. And if it leaves the sufferer pregnant, it becomes excruciating for her. Consequently, abortion is lawful for rape victims in India. As a rape victim can file petition directly before High Court and Supreme Court for a legal abortion, even if the pregnancy has lapsed 20 weeks of legal abortion period. Now let's see when abortion is illegal in India. Abortion is illegal under two conditions. The first one is when woman is with child, that is, the gestation has begun. Here, miscarriage will face imprisonment up to 3 years and fined. And the second case is when woman is quick with child, that is, child's motion is being felt to mother. Here, the imprisonment up to 7 years and fine. However, under section 312 of the Indian Penal Code, on therapeutic grounds, abortion is acceptable to protect mother's life. Now, the question arises, whose consent is required for a lawful abortion? It is exclusively at the discretion of the doctor that women may or may not go under an abortion. For termination up to 12 weeks, single medical practitioner is required. And for termination between 12 to 20 weeks, opinion of 2 medical practitioners is required. However, it is conducted by only one. Does right to privacy applies to abortion? The answer is yes. In a benchmark judgment, Supreme Court said it is a woman's freedom of choice whether to bear a child or to abort her pregnancy, and these areas fall in the realm of pregnancy. Now question is, why only 20 weeks bar? As per the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act, abortion can be carried out till 20 weeks of commencement to avoid gender prediction testing. However, with advancement of technology, sex of baby can be determined as early as 7 weeks of pregnancy through a new blood test. Now, what if the abortion is required post the 20 weeks bar? In circumstances where fetus abnormalities or risks to mother's life come in light after 20 weeks of pregnancy, an amendment has been raised that the upper limit of Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act from 20 to 24 weeks of women's pregnancy for rape survivors, minors and differently abled women. Now, abortion is still a stigma and a global challenge which we need to overcome. Now, let's see what are some of these stigmas that still exist in our country. A study found some myths and unfounded beliefs which existed among women across the country. The first is medical termination of pregnancy is illegal. The second is that abortion is legal up to 12 weeks only. The third stigma is that abortion is not allowed for first pregnancy. The fourth one is abortion causes permanent infertility to the woman. And the last one is the signature of husband is mandatory for abortion. So that's it, guys. Thank you.